Hey guys, I'm going to talk about chapter 16 from our coercion book. The chapter is called Is There Any Other Way? I figured I'd start off talking about a few of the terms before I get to talking about the main points. First, talk about what is coercion. Coercion is persuading someone to do something that they normally wouldn't do. We do this to gain compliance from the person. And with coercion, we know about avoidance and escape, which we've learned about in other classes. Avoidance is a response delaying a stimulus, and then escape is a response that terminates a stimulus. So that plays into what coercion kind of deals with. And then this chapter is also talking about negative and positive reinforcement. So we know positive reinforcement is adding a stimulus to increase the response that the behavior will increase. And negative is taking away a stimulus to increase the probability of that response. So one main point that I did see was they talked about was we let coercive control happen because it's all around us. It's in our environment, it's in our workplace, it's at home, it's on TV, it's the government, it's everywhere. So we're kind of just used to letting coercion happen and take control of us and not really letting us be in control of it ourselves. Next, I'm going to talk about why we should use positive reinforcement over coercion. Coercion can cause a lot of side effects. It can cause us to be angry. It can cause us to be have aggression, sad, all sorts of things that are not positive because we are, in a sense, being punished or disciplined for our actions that we do every day. One big topic they talked about is try to reinforce behaviors that we want to see to increase and not so much reinforce the behaviors we want to decrease. So this is actually really cool because I'm actually doing this with a client at my job right now. We are just really positively reinforcing with the token board. Hey, I loved how you're sitting in your desk. I love how you're raising your hand. You're following your teacher's instructions. We're really trying to show that good things will happen when good behaviors happen. So we are positively just reinforcing it with a token board, token after token, and then they get to do a big cash in to get like a huge reinforcer. And it's working because the client is saying, oh, I'm doing awesome good behavior. I get to do more awesome cool things that I want to do. So we are really positively reinforcing this client's really good behavior and good work throughout his sessions at the center. The chapter made another big point about how all we ever really do is address failures. It talked about the teachers calling home, hey, so-and-so is doing this, what do we need to do to fix it? Or we call and complain just about everything we just don't reinforce things that are good. I kind of took that not everything needs to be fixed or looked at negatively. We need to try to see the positive in everything. That way we're reinforcing good things that are happening, which is what this chapter is pretty much about. Another big point they talked about was comparing discipline to punishment. We do know that these two words do not mean the same thing. But for most of us, we see it as, oh, we're in trouble, we're getting disciplined, we're being punished, we're in trouble, it's not good. We're not being able to see that there is a positive way out of it, that we could make another choice, to make a good choice, instead of making the failure or making the wrong choice. we can kind of do this like at work. We use like the first then strategy. Like, hey, if we first do this, then we get to do something positive. Like reinforcing that good behavior is a big key to really seeing an increase in the good responses and a decrease in the negative behavior. I guess my question would be, what examples of coercion do you deal with on a daily basis, and what can you do to help transform that coercion into more of a positive reinforcement example? I hope you guys enjoyed my main topics about Chapter 16, and I look forward to your responses.